During this season, nothing really changes. It's just a new number on the calendar. But for some reason, as we enter a new year, we are more aware of the things we want to move towards to and the things we want to move away from. It's a great time to reflect. And if you yourself are in a time of reflection, then I'm glad this video found you. Hi, I'm Melanie and welcome to my channel where I combine art and storytelling to spark meaningful connections. For this video, I made a list of 5 mindset shifts to make 2026 your best year yet. And I'm going to combine this list with visual note-taking, which is something I learned from the illustrator Anthony Banks. I've never done this, but I'm going to use some of his designs as inspiration to make my own. Let's begin. Number 1, live every day as if you were going to die on December the 31st. I know this sounds dark and morbid, but hear me out. If you knew you were going to die on December 31st, what will you be doing differently in your life throughout the course of these 12 months? This is something I once heard from Rob Dial and it stuck with me. A lot of people end up living unfulfilling lives because we don't think enough about the fact that we are going to get old, get sick, and eventually die. And I'm not saying this to scare you, but usually when we make goals, they last around 3 months and we go back to our same old habits. In order for your life to change, something inside your body, your mind, and soul has to shift. Your lens on life must change. Number 2, my version of happiness will look different than others. I'm 28 years old, and if you ask somebody my age, what does happiness mean to you? They might answer something like having kids, getting married, getting a promotion. All those answers are valid, but it doesn't mean my answer has to be similar to theirs. Because happiness doesn't have a universal definition. It is individual. If you continue to live your life based on a definition of happiness, success, love of other people, you're gonna end up living somebody else's life, not a life that is authentic to you. Number 3, find your why. This is tied to number 2, but when you have your list of the things that make you happy or the list of what success means to you, for example, you might reply to me, happiness is me traveling the whole world, or success is me becoming a millionaire. Why? Why? Why would that make you happy? And if your response to that is, what do you mean why? Why not? Those are great things to have. It's important to have a deeper why, because when things get hard, and things will get hard in life, and people try to drift you away from your goal, your why is what's going to make you stay on track. I'm going to illustrate this with an analogy from a book that I'm currently reading. It's called The Compound Effect. If I were to put a long plank on the ground and tell you that I'll give you $20 if you walk across the plank, you will do it easily. That's an easy $20. What else? What else do you got for me? What if I took that same plank and put it across 2 buildings and tell you to walk across it for the same $20? Walking that plank does not longer look desirable. However, if your pet, child, or loved one were on the opposite building and that building was on fire, will you walk that plank to save them? Without question, you would do it. You won't even think about the $20. So why did the first time that I asked you to walk across that sky-high plank, you said no? But the second time you didn't hesitate. The risk, the dangers were all the same. What changed? What changed was your why, your reason for wanting to do it. When your why is deep enough, you will do any how to achieve it. Number 4, be consistent. And this one feels like a personal attack to me because I struggle a lot with consistency. I'm going to illustrate this one with another analogy. Let's say you and me want to reach to the same destination. but you're in bus A and I am in bus B. Bus A, which is the bus you're in, keeps stopping in every bus stop, and every time it stops, you have to come out of the bus, wait for another bus to come by, then go in that bus, and then you reach another bus stop, you got to come out, wait for another bus to pass by, go back in, and so on and so on. On the contrary, my bus does not make any stops. It goes directly to the destination that is intended. The time and energy it takes for you to repeatedly stop and start and get back into momentum makes your trip way longer. In fact, most likely you won't even make it into your destination. You'll eventually run out of energy, motivation, and willpower. It's far easier and requires less energy to maintain a steady speed. It doesn't matter if your speed is slower than other people, you'll eventually reach your destination because you're on the right road. And the last one, number 5, is be delusional. Believe in impossibility. I want to become a successful independent artist. I want to make a living doing art in a time where AI is taking over, when art is not being taken serious. I want to make YouTube something sustainable, a sustainable career in a time where YouTube is oversaturated. But I gotta believe in myself, because if I don't, nobody else will. I gotta believe in impossibility. I gotta believe that what I do is bringing value to this world, and eventually the stars are gonna align and make this dream a reality. All of the greatest artists, all of the greatest people were once doubted. They weren't understood. But eventually, they ended up changing the world. And I'm not saying I'm going to change the world, but I want to change my world. That's it for this video. For me, writing things and speaking about it out loud makes me find more clarity. I hope this video inspires you to take a pen, a pencil, a tablet, and make your own list. Or let me know which one from this list connected the most with you. Happy New Year's! I hope you make this a great one, and I'll see you in the next video.